two, I think we've had a result, because I know it's fishing really hard at the moment. So stay tuned and let's see how we get on. Well, I can't believe it. First night on Bluebell on Swan with my dad, and yeah, we've had one this morning, £34.12. Most of them have got names in here, I don't know what they are, but I'm sure someone who will be watching this, one of the viewers, will recognise it. But what an absolute beast, I can't believe it. Let's lift her up. Just put one of the scaly ones that's in here. So if she calms down. And there we go. Check that out.
Stunner, isn't it?
That is absolutely unreal. £34, 12 ounce. First ever fish out of Bluebell, the Swan. We're here for a few days. We'll go through tactics and that later on. We'll have a look at Dad's stuff as well. But yeah, first night on the complex for me and Dad. £34.12. Absolutely made up. What a fish. The scale pattern. It's just like another Cottington fish, isn't it, eh?
Yeah, it's been stolen, isn't it?
Yeah, but the absolutely over the moon with this. And let's get some water shots. Let's get her back.
Well done. Here we are, we finally arrived at Bluebell. What's your first impressions of it? I know what mine are, what's yours?
First impressions, mate, very busy, but on the plus side that means to me that the complex is true and it's full of big fish, you know what I mean? So it's there ain't many waters in the country that's got, you know, full of big fish that are very quiet these days. Well, it just don't exist, does it, let's be honest. So but yeah, very impressed with it. The facilities are good. A chuck wagon, that was, you know, a nice bacon roll, didn't we, and that, and gravel tracks everywhere, the swims are nice.
I must admit, when we drove in, you see all them cars parked up and all the bivvies and people, you know, there's loads and loads of carp.
It's a bit daunting, isn't it, when you first, you think, where are we going to actually get, you know, you think you'll be on a river somewhere behind you, don't you, but the...
But we got to the reception and I think there was someone in front of us, and then he dealt with us, and he was very helpful, the guy, and that, and everything's fine. The facilities here, first class toilets and that. So yeah, we've arrived hearing loads and loads of tales about it, some good, some bad, and to be fair, I am really impressed with it. I really am.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we don't know too much about. I mean, we're on Bluebell, Swan Lake. I mean, I think there's 5 lakes in the complex. I believe there's 4 or 5 different 50s in here. There's a few 40s, there's loads of 30s. But yeah, basically what it is, obviously, I've booked a few days off of holiday, and it's been on our radar for a little while, and we thought, you know what, let's have a go at it, and so that's hence why we're here. But yeah, I mean, everything, well, we're not reading about this place, and you see some of the fish in here, you know what I mean, but by no means, you know, it's not an easy lake. This is not for the faint-hearted, this place. I would imagine there's going to be a lot of sitting around. I mean, the lake is absolutely packed. There ain't one swim free, you know, there's buckets behind swims and that, but you expect that this, you know, this day and age, don't you? You know, it's not back in the 90s no more, is it?
Fish they got in here, yeah, you've got to expect it. But the weather's not, well, when I say it's not great, it's great for sunbathing, but unfortunately the weather's gone hot again, so we'll have to see where that takes us.
Yeah, I mean, I think the forecast is going to be warm for the next couple of days. So who knows? Maybe we might have to try some zigs or whatever in the day. But like I say, we'll go over the tactics later on during the filming, etc. But basically, this is obviously part of the Oconnor angle, and what it is, I mean, we normally have a cameraman, professional cameraman that walks around with us. When I say walks around, it's all date and timed, etc. And sometimes it's not possible to get the fish feeding, etc. You know, it's always the way. When a camera ain't there, you end up hauling.
Yeah,
When the camera's there, you're scratching. Do you know what I mean? And so this is kind of Dad's baby. So we're going to start taking the camera with us a lot more now. And Dad's going to be the one editing it. Basically, Dad's going to be the one doing the hard work, and I'm going to do the easy work.
Yeah, as usual.
Just how we like it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Well, he likes it, not
yeah.
me.
So this is, like I say, you know, it is Dad's baby, and he's going to be practicing on your editing.
Yeah,
And
I'm going to be an editor. I'm going to be eating his head first.
So, but yeah, like I say, we'll go through baits, tactics, and everything else to do with Bluebell. Like I say, we're here for a few days, and if that's whining that you can hear, I've got my dog down there, and he's getting on my nerves. So I think it might be feeding time, which I think means barbecue time for me and Dad. But we'll get back to you in the morning and let you know what's gone.
Tell half from him and tell half from me.
Yeah, from Todd from Whiny.
We've got the old barbie going today. Looks like we've got chicken breasts or chicken something or others.
Chicken fillets
Chicken fillets.
to start with.
How posh is that, eh, for the Oconnor fishing? Chicken fillet. What? Bloody hell.
And then we got some sirloin steaks.
And we've got some sirloin steaks, Chinese style. So yeah, that's going to be really good. So let's see.
And I've got fish crashing on me.
And we've got fish crashing on us all over the place. So,
Voila.
voila.
Well, morning guys. Well, just done our first night at Bluebell, and all to report at the moment is just a couple of line bites. But like I say, there's no one else up at the moment. I don't know if anyone else has caught anything. But yeah, like I say, the time now is about 6 o'clock in the morning, and like I say, I had a few liners on the middle rod. Well, there was one just then. I don't know if you guys can see that. It was probably, what was it? It was in the in the swim opposite. One's just come out then. But yeah, very quiet. Caught up on a bit of sleep. And that was about it. But it looks a beautiful morning. Just waiting for the sunrise to come over them trees. We just scanned right a little bit. Obviously you can't see all the swims over there. Every single swim is absolutely packed. I believe there's 21 swims on here and 21 swims have gone. Like I say, we're more down the bowl end of the lake. That side over there, as you're looking at, it's that's the out of bounds side. There's no swims on that bank at all. So I mean, obviously them swims over there, I would say, are probably the better swims, if that makes sense, because there's no lines over there, so the fish can just hold that margin. But yesterday, this is where we see them out here. There was quite a few out here, and got to know about at the moment. So we'll keep plodding along. I'm not sure if that's caught anything. I'm sure if he had, he'd probably woke me up in the night. Hopefully he might have a bit more better news than what I've got. But I have just seen one show over there. Like I say, that was in the other swim's water. So I think it's just time for a cup of tea. And let's watch the morning unfold. But they were definitely here yesterday. But like I say, they was all around this bay, you know, from I would say probably right at the swim, basically all the way around. I mean, even past that tree they were down there. There was quite a few out here, so like I say, let's see if the morning feeding happens, and if it does,
hopefully we'll be able to get one. But still feel confident. Like I said, you know, she's a big fish lake. It's not easy here, and like I say, don't think you're just going to roll up with Bluebell and start catching 30s and 40s and 50s here, because you know, you've got to deal with the angling pressure, let alone, you know, the cuteness of the fish. She's not easy. But, you know, that's why we're here, and we're going to try and outwit one of these carp. You know, so if we can get one, I think we've had a right result. So I'd say with 21 other anglers, there'll be people walking around again soon asking when you're leaving, putting buckets in. But I will say it's very well run here. It's you know, some of the lads that I've already met, because there's a syndicate on here as well as day ticket, which I actually never knew. You can pay £1,200 for the year, and so yeah, you've got 2 in 1, if that makes sense. So you've got syndicate members here as well as the day ticket members. So oh, there's one just over there. It's just coming. Let's see if I can pull that a little bit more. It's just coming at us. Just there. Again, probably more on the other side there, water, rather than mine. Well, it's the second one that we've seen this morning. Yeah, it's just there it was. So, yeah, other than that, Ted's up, I think he wants feeding, and we'll go from there. But like I say, let's just hope that some of these fish get their head down. It did drop down last night though. I mean, it was lovely and warm yesterday. Bloody freezing last night. So, but as you can see, we've got 4 rods out. You can use 4 rods here on Bluebell. We can pay for 2, 3 or 4 rods. I've chose to use 3, and like I say, I've actually got that white hand rod not that far out. It's probably in the reflection of the tree, as you can see on the lake there. Again, I think it's only about, I don't know, 5 wraps out, 6 wraps out. You can see one crashed there yesterday, so we dropped it on there. But yeah, like I say, nothing to report yet. Well, we'll go through rigs and bait, you know, if we catch one of them. And then, but I think the hardest thing with this complex, to be fair, is it's just to deal with the amount of angles that are on here as well. Like I say, 21 anglers with all 3 rods, or 4 rods in this case. It's yeah, there's a lot of lines out there, there's a lot of bait going out there, and like I say, they've got a buffet to pick from, but we'll keep plugging along, and hopefully we might have something to report very soon. Just thought I'd quickly turn the camera back on. It's about 7 o'clock now, and look at that sunrise. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, I've been carp fishing probably for about 30 years, and I've never ever understood the saying when carp anglers put on social media, just being there is enough. I think now I kind of understand it. I don't know if you can see the actual mist rolling off the lake and with that sunrise. What a picture. Absolutely, what a picture. Like I say, I understand that saying now. But it would be nice if we could get a nice big common here, just to cap it off. But on the plus side, I have seen a few, but unfortunately some of them are tench, and some of them catfish. I mean, there's catfish in this one. I think that guy's well over £100 in here as well, and I've seen him feeding this morning. The towels are slapping out the water. But yeah, that's all so far. Like I say, no one else has caught nothing. We're just looking at the sunrise. Absolutely huge. Well, looks like next time I'll speak to you, we've got a nice big common in there.
Right, what do you think of the day today then?
Well, to be fair, I mean, I've done a bit of footage this morning. It was 7 o'clock, I think, was the last time that we done a bit of footage, and I remember saying to you, like, I'd seen a few, and I think it was about 8:30, wasn't it? The middle rod ripped off.
Yeah.
And as you guys have just seen, I just had a lovely 34 pounder, and I'll say it's the first one out of Swan for me. 34, 12, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's 34,
And
12.
lovely scaly one, etc. He's got the lead. That's the problem when you got a dog with a lead, eh? He's an absolute pain in the arse almost.
Yeah.
But the 34-12, and it was a scaly one. Like I say, it seems weird really. Scaly ones keep following me and Dad about all the time with Cottington.
Yeah.
I mean, just a nice old common would do, wouldn't it? Probably in a normal mirror, but yeah, like I say, 34-12. I mean, we'll go through tactics, etc. probably tomorrow as we're coming onto the evening now. We just had a lovely barbecue. But as for today, it was hot, mate, wasn't it?
It
Again.
was bloody hot, but the fish were in our area, I will say that.
Yeah.
They were showing. They was on the top. We did put a couple of zigs out to see if we can entice them, but unfortunately nothing happened. No one's had anything today as such.
Yeah.
We did hear of Dave come out last night at 57.
Yeah, I think
Bloke
that was,
up the end had a 31 last
yeah,
night.
it was 31. I think he had it this morning.
It's gone,
Um,
right.
According to that fella down there, he had 31. Dave's been out at 57 and a half.
Yeah.
Obviously my 34. So it's picked up a little bit today, really. It's still rammed, isn't it? 21
Yeah.
people. There's bombs flying everywhere, bait flying everywhere. It is a bit of a circus in them terms, but you can see why, because of the stamp of fish.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying their hardest, etc. But like I say, it was 29 degrees today, and
We've seen a few though, haven't we?
yeah, but they're all cruising, and
Yeah.
a lot of them are cruising.
Yeah.
But we did see a few jump out, and
But at least we see them, we know they're
Yeah.
there, you know. Hopefully they go down tonight.
some of them were short over the top of us. So, but yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, you get your first swan carp, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, I still need to get a bite.
Yeah. So I mean, there's so many in here, like good fish anyway. But like we say, we are up against it. It's absolutely rammed. I mean, we've just had a lovely barbecue. Bit of steak tonight, wasn't it, eh?
Yeah.
A couple of burgers and that. Ted's been fed. So
Just got to sit back and wait now.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get an early bite tonight, you know,
yeah,
before dark.
it seems bite time is during dark, and then up till about 9 o'clock in the morning. The rest of it, forget it. You might as well wind your rods in, go down the calf, down the pub or whatever. But and then probably get ready like now. It has been a waste of time during daylight at the moment. But no, that's the evening update as such. I think it's just time to chill out with a cup of coffee, mate.
Yeah, kettle's on.
And let's hope our fortunes change tonight, so we can get a couple more.
I'm still enjoying it though.
Oh yeah, it's a lovely
Still
place.
enjoying
It is. It's right up our street. I'm surprised it's took us this long to actually
To get
come,
here,
if
yeah.
I'm honest with you, because it is right
I
up
did
our
speak
street.
to someone. That's why I keep saying to the guys, is your name Dave? Because I must have spoken to someone in our carp talk days about coming up here and doing an article, and I spoke to this guy named Dave, and that's how I got the number. I put Dave Bluebell in the
Yeah.
number. So perhaps he's not here anymore.
It's
or
probably him
whatever.
that named the fish, Dave.
Yeah, it probably was. Perhaps he's the owner, I don't know. But that's the guy I spoke to years ago when we were writing for Carp Talk to come up here and do an article, and he agreed,
Yeah.
but we never got round to it. We was too busy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's a lovely complex for you guys that haven't been. Sorry, it's well worth a trip. You got to realise it is busy. It is a case of you can't wander around and look where the fish are, and that. It's a case like if a swim's free,
Take it.
you take it, because I'm telling you, you wouldn't do a quarter of a lap because someone else would be in it. So as for all this finding the fish crap, tell you can forget all that here. If you see a swim that's empty, get in it, because I can guarantee in 10 minutes it won't be empty.
That's right.
It's a case of just getting in, getting set, and hoping the fish turn up on you. Like I say, this is a proper busy day ticket, and you're all fitting in at the end of the day.
That's
So,
right.
I think we'll leave it there. We'll go on to rigs, bait and stuff like that tomorrow with that one that we had this morning. But hopefully we'll be able to bring you some more news in the morning, and there might be a few more fish, mate.
Hopefully, I need one.
Yeah, that's it. Fingers crossed, eh?
We'll see.
Mark's just had a bite, literally we just come off the camera, and he's got one on, but like I say, we don't know if it's a cat or a carp, so fingers crossed it's a carp, but it is going, so.
I'm glad in a while I didn't fucking bring you in.
Cut you off, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was snapped or there we go. Rig it up, put it back up.
It weren't
Yeah,
a
when,
carp.
literally, when I saw that bite, just a huge plume of
Did
bubbles
it?
came off.
There we go. I think it was a catfish. Absolutely stripped him off, and like I say, it went out there long, that one. Let me, like I say, get it back out and just take it from there. But yeah, unlucky that was.
Definitely a cat though.
But it was definitely a catfish, and but there you go.
Have you?
Maybe next time.
Right, it's time to talk about bait. We've been here for a few days now and we've only had the one fish. We've been had a 34-12, but we're still putting bait out. We're not putting as much out. We've cut down on the bait, and nothing seems to be happening all around the lake. Nobody's caught anything. There's just nothing coming out at the moment. But we're happy to be here and we're hopeful. So let's talk about some bait. This is what we've been putting out, which, as you can see, has got sweet corn in it. It's got hemp. It's even got some snails in there. We've got pellet in there, and the liquid we put on it. We've been trying different liquids like squid and octopus stuff like that. There's cut down creamy toffee boilies in there, been chopped and made into ground bait as well to make the mix up. We've been putting this out with a boat, and it gives us a really good slick as well. So when we've done that, we're then obviously getting the bait boat and we're putting the bait out, and the hook bait we're using is plastic corn. That seems to be the way to go here at the moment. We've heard all sorts of tales about this, that and the other, casters and maggots and all this shit, but all the locals and the guys that got tickets here, they seem to be using the corn, so we thought we'd go with that. The hemp we get, that's already prepared for us. We get that from Hooked on Baits. They sponsor us, and with their stuff you can put it into PVA bags or PVA webbing or whatever you like, and it won't melt. It's lovely stuff, and also it will last for at least 3 months as long as you don't open it. Once you open it, you'll probably get a month or two out of it. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Our boilie baits are A2 as ever. We've been with A2 now for quite a few years, and it's a spot on bait. It really is. The guy who makes it is a top carp angler in the country, so if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us. But yeah, we're really pleased with our bait situation. We've got 4 rods out, and we got 4 rods out, and each of them have got this mix on it on different spots. But there's the stuff itself. If they zoom into it, there's loads of stuff in there that any carp would be proud to eat. Unfortunately, not eating it at the moment, but never mind. We'll persevere with it, and hopefully we'll catch a carp. We've just redone all the rods and that again, but as I say, we've cut down on the bait, but I've noticed nearly everybody round our lake, they spawn, spod, or put a boat out at least twice a day. So Christ knows how much bait's going out into this lake. It really makes you worry a bit. So we've cut down a bit on it. But anyway, we'll persevere. We're here for another few nights and days, and so who knows? Dave might come my way.
Right, we're coming on to the rig section now at Bluebell and Swan. Now this bit I think is paramount, because I think if you get this bit wrong, this is the bit that could ruin your session. As we said earlier, there are a lot of people here. There are 21 people here, and they are using all 3 rods. Some people 4, me and Dad are using 4. You can pay for the extra rod here. So getting this bit correct, you know, is the one for me. Now they do allow you to use lead core here, you know, which is it's a plus for me. I mean, I absolutely love lead core, you know, regardless what company it comes for, it's a product that me and Dad swear by. But because of idiots today who won't learn about it, a lot of venues are banning it, and I can see why, because they attach swivels either end. You know, they won't quickly look up for the space of, what, 2 minutes to see how you tie it or tie knots to it. You think you put a swivel either end and then tie a knot. That is a no-no, lads. So basically, obviously, I've got the Deception lead core here. Like I said, you can use what you want. We use the lead core from Deception, but we've got to loop one end and I tie my main line to that. Then you come up to the 3-foot bit. As you come up to it, you can see it's nice and thin there. I mean, you get them in an array of colours. I've gone for the brown one, as you can see. Then you've got the safety clip. Now, again from Deception, but like I say, it's not a plug. You can use whatever you want. Got the tail rubber on there. Then you've got the safety clip, and in the safety clip you've got a peg inside it which traps the swivel inside. As you can see, the tail rubber is not pushed on. Basically, when this is being dropped, I'm using to drop the bait in a boat. That is a 3-ounce square, as you can see. When that goes in the silt, that's probably going to act like a 5-ounce lead. Now obviously that is good for us. As soon as they pick that bait up, basically the fish are knackered. But I want that lead coming straight off, so the lead can stay in the silt, up the fish comes. So as we come further around, you can see we've got the swivel there, and then we've got one of the snap links. Now, I've never ever seen anyone use these except me and Dad. I think a lot of pike fishermen use them. You see a lot of cod anglers use them as well. I mean, they go up to like 30 and 40 pound before they actually open, and I just find it a lot more easier to use that. We then come down to the hook length. We've got a hook length of roughly about 5 inches there. Again, a lot of people will probably look at that and think, well, why aren't you using a longer hook length? That's because all of you lot would. And that's the point to it. You know, this is a day ticket lake. They've seen it, you know, so I'm fishing in silt and I'm going really short, because a lot of the people around here will not be using that length of hook length. I can guarantee most of the people on Swan are probably using between 8 and 10 inches. So again, just go that little bit different. As you come back down, you can see there I've got a bit of shrink tube, size 4 hook, barbless. It is a barbless rule here, lads. So stick to it, because they do check you. And as you come down, you can see that I've actually put a little bit of shrink tube on the bottom there, a little bit of silicone as well. Coming down to a 14mm boilie, that's an A2 creamy toffee. Again, you can use whatever you want, but Dad's just shown you the mix and stuff. Now, we are using 2 different things. I mean, we have tried zigs, we've tried everything and that, but on this one I just thought I'd just try a boilier. There's a lot of corn going in here, and a lot of people are using the old Ronnie rig with double corn. Well, if that's the case, you're going to end up having the same results as them. So I just thought I'd put a boilie on, and there you go. We had a 34 pounder doing it. It's just something a bit different, lads. So there's the rig situation. Like I say, you are allowed to use lead core here, but please use it right, because I intend to come back and I want to use lead core again. So there's the rig. It's not complicated, it's very easy, and it's a very basic carp setup, I would say, and it's proved right for the 34 pounder. Like I say, we've got a few days left, and let's just hope that we can nick one of these commons that are in here. Right, as you can see, this is the rig, the finished product. The lead core there, lead clip, there's the lead, snap link, hook length, hook, and there's the boilie. Obviously I've gone through it in much detail, but there it is at a close-up for you. Very simple, very effective, and on these day ticket lakes, you ain't going to be far wrong. Well, morning. We have one more night left on Swan, and so it's the morning before. Nothing through the night. Very, very quiet night. see a couple of fish roll. See a couple of fish roll out in the middle, or two to be precise. Had a lot of tension on me last night, and I'm fishing out into the middle there. Excuse me. And yeah, a lot of tench rolling, a lot of liners in the knife and tench. And like before we were in the bed yesterday, we could see it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't realise how many tench were in it. And yeah, so we had a load of tench. So be about 30 yards out. But no, it's been very, very quiet. I don't understand why. Well, I do understand why. I just think it's just due to pressure. You know, and when you look at it, there are 21 people on it. It's a lot of lines. It really is a lot of lines. There's no safe havens as such. Well, the only bank that's got safe haven, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's over there near the trees. Now, no one's allowed to fish on that bank. So you've got a peg which is opposite in the corner, which is peg 1 in the garden swims. But there's also a peg 2 along the bank you can drive down, which is opposite. They're the only 2 pegs that can cast that bank. One of the blokes was caught already, and which is on peg 2, and he's had a 27 pounder, and but the bloke who's over in that first one, he ain't had nothing, and to be fair, I think if he was to fish up to them reeds, I think he would have had a few. So I don't know what he's doing over there. But then as you come further around, it's pretty much a muchness, I would say, this lake. It's just like a bowling. If you imagine like a saucepan, you know, like I'm in the pan bit, and then we've got the arm, which is to my right, and which is up that way. Yeah, it's one of those, I just think, with the furlough thing, etc., it's still happening. So it's just too many lines, I think. I mean, they're probably used to it, you know what I mean? It's one of those, but like I say, we've had nothing. It's been very, very quiet. And as you can hear, I've got one whiny dog, all because he wants to sit on my lap. Teddy, behave. And yeah, so I don't think anyone's calling them right, certainly down this bank anyway. Scanning to the right, this is where I've seen lots of tench, etc. They've all been here, just right in front of me. But like I say, it is first light. Let's hope that we can nick a bite this morning. But like I say, we've had one fish. We're doing our last night tonight, and like I say, it's all to play for really. But I must admit, I don't feel mega confident. I say, so as soon as someone goes, someone's straight in the swim. You know, the swim on here, I don't think all the swims get rested. You know, and I mean, it's a great complex, don't get me wrong, absolutely great complex. And I'll be back. So I did lost the camera there. And I will be back, there's no two ways about that. I think next time I come, we're going to have to try and book it around. Which I don't think is going to be easy. So you can't really see over that far side there, but it's just rammed everywhere. It's absolutely rammed. You know, it must be a spider's web under this water. But like I say, we'll keep trying. You can hear the cars coming in behind me now, and obviously that means more people turning up. So more bait going in. Which I think is going to make it more difficult. So, well, we keep persevering. Like I say, I've stuck to these spots. I'm fishing at 22 wraps on the left-hand rod and the middle rod. On the right-hand rod, I've got one at 20. And the other rod, which is down there, because you can pay your full rods. I've got that one out at 19 wraps. Like I say, it was the 20 wrap spot with a thick silt where probably no one So we'll keep persevering, but I don't really feel that confident. I just think it's just the line, the pressure. They know, they just know. But like I say, you never know. You got a bait in the water. It's one of those. But if I come next time, that's where I want to be heading, over them reeds. But to get in them 2 swims, that's going to be hard work. So we'll go from there with it. Right, it's time for a cup of tea. Loads of people now are turning up, and probably time to put the camera away. I will get some shots of the other end, and we'll go from there. But that's it for me. Right, like I was saying to you, we've got one more night left, and literally a couple of hours after putting the camera down, we're away. We've seen a few over the spots this morning, and yeah, as you can see, it's one of Swan's babies, £19.6, but look at it, it is black as you're at. I mean, I think there's 2 commons over £50 in here, so you can just imagine what they're going to look like. But yeah, over the moon with that. Second one for me now. Like I say, we've got one more night left. Dad's going to move swims. I think he's going to move up to peg 2 for the last night. I'm in a decision of what to do. I was going to move, now I'm probably going to stay, I don't know. But yeah, I'm over the moon with that. £19.6, and it's the second one of the trip.
I've moved swim. I've moved up around 2-3 swims now. I'm right in the corner. We've got fish in front of us, in front of me. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the move. Hopefully I might get something tonight or tomorrow morning. It's lastminute.com. Enjoyed my stay here, but it's not over yet. Hopefully I might catch something. But I'm pleased with the swim.
Right, it's coming to the end of our session now here at Bluebell Swan. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. I've managed to nick 2 fish, which were probably more luck than judgment. It has fished really hard. We even got a move for Dad, you know, in one of the better swims just for a quick overnighter. But at the moment, nothing's availed from that. But have you enjoyed yourself, mate?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's just that it's so hard at the moment with this lockdown business. People not going to France, they're coming here. We've spoken to a bailiff and some of the regular guys, and they've all said it's never been this busy before. You could always get a swim. But the swims now, as you come out, someone goes in. I mean, we've got buckets in our swim that have been there, what, since last night?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've blanked, unfortunately, but that's fishing for you, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
We'll be back though, we'll be back.
That's it. Yeah, on that note, like I say, you can hear him whinging. I think he's ready for home, and I think it's time for us to go and see the girls and see the kids. So, so yeah, on that note, it's over and out. It's ta-da from me.
And ta-da from me.
See you later.